What is that?
What's it?
What is that?
That's the draft big board. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're recording? I didn't know.
Oh yeah, it's a live stream. No one's watching yet. Sorry. I know it's fine. You can. It's fine. I don't. Little gang. I hope the Panthers are smart and actually choose the right person and not reach. I would be very disappointed. A, because I'd be wrong. And B, I don't need the Charlotte people sad when we get there. I need them happy.
Who do you think they're going to pick?
They should go with Bryce Young. But they're... But Bryce Young would be the better choice. But they could reach and get Anthony Richardson from Florida or C.J. Stroud from for Ohio State. I don't like that Jalen Carter is still on Mel Kiper's top list after he left his. I don't like that. I don't want him drafted by any team. That'd be a crazy thing if you were right.
Yeah,
like if
that's what's on Twitter.
You saw on Twitter?
Yeah, but they
want interest because but they just paid Kyler Murray all that money.
And then they're going away from him.
That's true because Kyler Murray don't watch.
If anyone's listening, why does Alabama's all their players look alike?
To be fair, damn, they really just said Jalen Hurts
times 20.
Fine, vaguely light-skinned quarterbacks. Ever since they got rid of A.J. McCarron, they were just like... And then they had Mac Jones, I guess, for a spell. Mac Jones was a white man. I don't... The Boston people would be okay. They like hating on him, too. Like,
that's true.
They won't have to start a guy from Western Kentucky over him this year. So... I don't know why they chose that picture. There's so many people there.
What else they have to do in that city?
No, when they did it in Chicago in the rain, that was the first time they went on the road with it.
Oh, they're, gotcha.
Oh, that's the green room?
Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not green. It's blue. Interesting.
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 We know that the night before each of the top prospects' pro days, they took them out to a really nice dinner. And Wright shared with me that one of those...
Why is Carolina taking all this time? Shit, I know y'all actually don't have a decision to make, right? Right?
And they knew
Y'all are not gonna do it, right? Y'all are not gonna take it.
Bears come out.
The Bears retake the #1 overall pick.
GM Scott Fitter walked into Mike's office and formally proposed the question.
That would be hilarious.
Knowing that the answer was yes, that they both agreed on the same quarterback, and that was it. They had their consensus QB. Now the marriage becomes official.
Oh, they've picked someone. They've picked someone. They're all too relaxed.
Now the real work begins.
He's on the phone with the draft pick right now. So they call him to let them know they're about to be picked.
Oh.
And then that's why they start getting emotional before their name is called.
Two second-round picks, and the key to the deal in the end was including
I forgot.
My
he's
copyright.
Like,
My
Sorry.
copyright just gone.
So it's live with the updates
Yes, I hope so. It usually is. It's usually a bit of a lag.
from. What is this from?
Yeah, we traded the pick. The Bears traded the pick. I didn't want the #1 overall pick. What were we gonna do? Pick a quarterback? No, we got the quarterback already.
true.
His name's Justin Fields. That's why we got DJ Moore, that receiver, and we have their next year's first-round pick too. And they're probably gonna be a bad football team next year, so that's very valuable.
He keeps saying that.
Mel Kiper is Hayden.
Oh, I guess Nicholas. What? You said pull out a gun in a minute. Hold on. Well, then we're gonna go to a bunch of Panther games, I guess. Don't want to dox us.
That's why I don't worry about the durability so much. I worry about when he plays, can he be consistent? Can he be the guy you want him to be? Yeah, you're right. They do all get hurt, but I'm telling you this: there are some mean quarterbacks.
Sometimes I swear the team pays people to be there in like that box.
Yeah, because it's too. I was gonna ask
because they were wearing merch that was #1 overall pick related, and
Yeah,
I don't know
like-
how I feel about that.
like some of them are definitely super fans, but it's like okay, here.
Put this on so we can show you on TV.
Why isn't he dressed up? They should be wearing like the mask of the team, like the mascot. No, their mics are just low.
Thank you. They did the right choice. Crazy.
Damn, he's like, fuck, I gotta live in North Carolina. Fuck. Fuck. Well, he was in Alabama. He should be used to it.
Also crazy that Nick Saban was just there.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, Nick Saban was sitting with him.
Oh. Now he just got to move into a different table. Is Debo there? Is Dabo there?
Dabo usually doesn't go. He went to the draft for Deshaun.
Did he go for Trevor?
He wasn't at Trevor's house, no. Remember, Trevor got drafted in 2020.
Oh, during COVID?
Oh, no, he got drafted in 2021. But Trevor didn't go to... Dabo was at the... No, Dabo was at the house, I think. Okay, he was at the house.
That's a cool background. Okay, props on whoever designed that. Oh, whoever
they
designed
got
that
the
hauway.
That's cool. They got the doorman out the hood. Alternate
Yeah, he knew he'd be
pictures.
wearing
Like, that's a
that.
cool Bears logo. Like,
Yeah. That should have been the black outfit so it matches the hat. He know he's gonna be traded #1, drafted. Sorry to use the right terminology.
he's the first Alabama player drafted #1 overall. Huh. I guess
I love his jewelry.
dripped
Nice
out.
outfit. Yeah. Did they make the hat bigger on purpose?
No, I think it's his hair.
No. I say that because of his hair. Because his hair is natural and stuff. Like
I don't know
it's time for
actually.
me to get a young jersey. Bryce! Oh my Bryce! Oh my God, Bryce! The
Right.
women are following him. That's a fan.
That's a Panthers fan. If I,
That's a fan.
they didn't pay him. He paid to be there.
Happy birthday, Mom. Oh, that's cute. If I couldn't be there, I'll be playing like Minecraft. Just waiting.
The intern just.
He was in Texas. We don't pick any Clemson.
So Carolina still has not. So the Carolina Panthers have still never picked a Clemson player in the first round of the NFL draft, in any round of the NFL draft. Actually,
Maybe there's a.
no. It's kind of stupid at this point. They've played their first season at Clemson. They've seen no Clemson player that's like, damn, we can get some seats, some people in the seats.
Yeah. Just,
Damn, like at least one dude in this.
I love her outfit.
Okay, my
His skin is amazing.
I'm blessed. I want to thank God for allowing me to be here, for my parents and everyone who supported me. Although it's my name being called, there's so many people that push me and allow me.
But Bryce Young's gonna have a tough go of it in Carolina them first years. He has a decent supporting cast. He's gonna have a decent receiver in Adam Thielen there. To help in the beginning. That line is shit though. They ate up Sam Darnold, they ate up Baker Mayfield, they ate up PJ Walker. Their defense is okay. They're gonna be it's gonna be rough though. Thankfully he plays in a weak division. He gets to play the Falcons twice a year. He gets to play the Buccaneers without Tom Brady twice a year. He gets to play the Saints twice a year. That's good for him because 2 of those 3 teams have terrible defenses. The other one's the Saints, and they have crazy men on their team, but he'll get through it.
Okay, that's why.
He beat Tennessee. I don't know who Richard Todd is, but if he was drafted by the Jets, nothing good could have come of that. It's crazy because none of those are the best quarterbacks to ever come out of Alabama. The 2 best are both played in the 50s and 60s. Bart Starr for the Packers. Yes, Bart Starr, he won the first Super Bowl. The first 2, actually. And
They can let that man go to sleep.
They need to let him go home.
Let him go home.
He don't need to be here. He need to be with his grandkids.
It's been the biggest question out there. There have been times when people thought they would go defense. Now the arrow is pointing towards the offense.
So the Texans have an interesting pick here because they're either going to go quarterback, which is at this point C.J. Stroud or Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson's more of a project because they really want to go year 3 of Davis Mills. Probably not. And that's the reason Davis Mills is just a very pedestrian quarterback. He doesn't do much great. He doesn't do much bad.
Pedestrian as in...
He's just an average quarterback.
Okay.
He's also kind of slow, too. I mean, like, he didn't have to go there, but, like, he isn't the most mobile, dynamic quarterback. He doesn't do anything really special or eye-popping. And
That's a unique insult.
that's a unique way of saying, damn, he mid. But being mid keeps you in the league 10, 15 years. Being ass gets you out the league in 3. So
this is essentially like when your teacher gives you like a project list of topics. Then she goes one by one, and then if someone picks someone who you want, you just, okay, next person.
Yep.
You better not be the 4th team in terms of the quarterback. You better be 1 or 2. Then you've got in the AFC, you might want to be 1. There's a ton of great quarterbacks in that conference. So for Houston, I said at 2 or 12, you better find a way to come out of this first round with a quarterback.
They can also go Will Levis from Kentucky. Again, more of a project, I think. I just don't think very highly of Will Levis. I don't know why I do. He did nothing that really excited me to a first rounder. He's got a good arm. He reminds me of Zach Wilson again. And with Houston, if Bryce Young's gonna have a tough time in Carolina, whoever's Houston's quarterback is going to be in for one of the worst times in the NFL. Deshaun Watson, for as bad as a person as he is, was supremely talented coming out of college. And he was killed that first year with the Houston Texans. And that's when their team was better. At least they have one all-pro offensive lineman, I guess. So they have that going for them. Okay. So the Will Levis. So the Cardinals. The Cardinals are just. There goes our backup plan.
Yeah. He be alright in Texas. Just don't massage some women.
Just ha 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 ha. Now C.J. Stroud has had some controversy that
what do you mean?
Not really real controversy, more like manufactured. So every player at the combine takes a test, and he
Oh.
scored very poorly on it. And he said he played football and not school or not test taking. But for a quarterback position, that is a very big indicator most of the time of how good or bad of a quarterback they're going to be. Because a quarterback is not simply athletic ability. It's you have to know not
You have to
only
be smart.
you have to be smart. You have to know not what you're doing on the field.
But
You have to know
everyone
what the 10 other dudes on your unit are doing. You have to tell the receiver, "Hey, you're running this route" when they ask you, because the receiver's gonna forget his route, and you have to be like, "No, you're running this route." The offensive lineman, what's my assignment? That. What the hell is he wearing in this?
I was about to say I actually like what he's wearing.
I've just never seen a jacket like
So
that.
his mind is throw ball, and it's been working for him
And it's not like
until when he needs technical skills.
yes. And here's the thing: you could coach being good in the film room and learning how to watch film, learning how to the general and offense. And he didn't. Again, there's nothing that you would see from Ohio State where it says he can't do it. But it's a completely different game where,
Everyone is technical now.
yes, everyone is at your athletic ability or above it. Like in college, you get to play.
And now you're just average.
Yes,
Now when
you're an average quarterback now. Again, you get to play Rutgers once a year at Ohio State. You get to play Maryland. You get to play Indiana. Like, you know what those teams are full of? Insurance brokers, office clerks, government workers, normal people like me and you. They got free college though, so I can't even be hating on them like that. I'm not hating. Like, they're still much better at football than almost everyone else in America. But when you get to the NFL, you're taking a percent from a percent that had been taken from a percent already.
You don't necessarily have to get outside the pocket if you don't have to. And at Ohio State, he didn't have to do it, although he showed later on in the season, as Mel just alluded to against Georgia, that his pocket awareness, as far as being able to slide up in the pocket, field pass,
Like, he's got a good arm.
two hands on the football. This is spectacular here against Georgia. Look at
And I think if Houston has the right coaches and they keep him upright, they give him time. They have a decent running back there, Damian Pierce. Oh, that's the running back, right? I hope it is. They can take some of the pressure off him and let him develop.
Where's Josh Norman at?
His house, Greenwood.
He's probably he's not living in Greenwood. Jesus Christ.
They're just having fun out there in Houston.
They're like Bears fans.
Now the Cardinals, they just go defense and just punt the quarterback problem the next year because Kyler hurt.
CJ, you've said that life can be like a roller coaster. Man, this process sure felt like that. We saw
Life
the
can be
tears
like a
of
roller
emotion.
coaster.
Can you describe what you were feeling when that call came in?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, God is battle testing me. It's something that I feel like.
Where he's from? He went to school in
California. Correct.
Where's he from?
Prepare me for this moment right here.
From this big stage here, what
Wait, I
would you
can
say
search it up on my
to
phone if you
all
want
the
to.
young boys whose life doesn't always go smoothly?
Man, believe in yourself. I was at a point where nobody believed in me, but I put my trust in God and my family, and what I did, I had
He's from
discipline,
Rancho
consistency, man. You can really
Cucamonga,
do
California.
And I'm a living testimony that you can really
Maybe they sound country there.
Is that Northern California? Actually, let's figure out. Where's Rancho? Where is Rancho? Cucamonga. That is a hell of a name.
You're on your way to the Texans.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Go to the Wikipedia page. Side quest. Someone who's from California who stumbles upon this is having a. No, that is. Oh, it is in. It's in one of the desert counties. So yes, it's
Maybe
country.
country niggas out there.
There are. It's California. There's a lot of them.
Randy, we're going to have another trade with Houston coming back up to number 3, it looks like, to trade up to the Arizona spot. Houston's going to move in to number 3, get number 2, go number 3, and have its pick of the top defensive player in the
Houston said that we ball.
are moving right back up to number 3, Grady. The Houston Texans are taking control.
So the Texans just decided they want to just get their future.
How can they do that?
They're trading a lot of their future picks and maybe a player.
Player at 3 if they choose to. Mel, who is that? Bill Anderson Jr. And in my opinion, it was a character off the charts. The production the last couple of years. He's not Von Miller. Von Miller was a 4.42, 4.49 guy with great bend. Miles Garrett, like a speed skater, coming around a corner. Great bend. That's not.
That's a weird analogy, Mel Kiper.
The way they use the stunts and the twists. How about Nick Saban and that defensive
I believe you ain't saying nothing yet.
Burger McFarlane's just been chilling.
Will Anderson Jr. You want a leader, you
He's just like, let me talk.
2 years ago was off the charts. This year, okay, we're not going to let that guy destroy our whole offense, right? They scheme to be able to neutralize.
So he's now the consensus #1 defensive player again after Jalen Carter incident. Now we'll see the full details on the trade later to see what the Cardinals' haul is from this. Well, it's a smart move because they didn't get the guy they wanted. So they just said, we're going to...
Louis, let me ask you a question about the strategy here. As the crowd is reacting because the trade was just announced here and people are, the shockwave is flying through.
No, I think these are fans.
These are real fans.
Yeah. Yeah.
The two most important positions are you have to have the right quarterback, and D'Amico comes from San Francisco now, and what did he have out there? He had the right type of guys on the defensive line in particular. You know they're going to get coached.
They look surprised.
They're happy. Like they said yes.
Yeah. Hey, look, Nick Saban, it's no cakewalk being coached by Nick Saban. He's prepared for anything they can throw at him in terms of.
I like how they have the generic player back there, so they have to keep changing it.
And this is the kind of guy when you're talking about makeup.
So they can't have a.
Yeah, the man who shall not be named, who was named earlier.
Where's the Bears? Come on, Bears, do some Bear things.
I think they're at 8 or 9. They're at 9. Sorry, it's a lot.
Okay, and so again, it is the Houston Texans who had picks at 2 and at 12, who have now made the aggressive trade up to 3. We thought that Arizona would move out of that spot. We largely thought that because we thought someone would be coming up to take a quarterback. That is not the way this night has gone. Bryce Young has gone 1. C.J. Stroud has gone 2. The Houston Texans
They make it look like
have gone up to number 3, and they're about to make the pick. I'm told Roger Goodell is making his way to the stage any moment here, and we will see what it is the Texans.
They should have at least 2 of them that go back and forth like that.
Will that be Will Anderson? Could it be?
Yeah, they're like, where Roger at? Where he at?
So many questions. The talent is not one of them. We're going to find out right now. Here's Roger Goodell with the 3rd pick. The Arizona Cardinals have traded the 3rd pick to the Houston Texans. With the 3rd pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Will Anderson Jr.
Going as suspected.
Well, where to begin with all of the accolades? He was the first true freshman ever to start at linebacker for Nick Saban at Alabama. He was a 3-year starter. He was 2-time SEC Defensive Player of the
Nick Saban's going to a new table.
Nick Saban, new table alert.
Finished his college career with 34.5 sacks. Only the Hall of Famer Derek Thomas Snell ever
What's up?
had more in an Alabama uniform. Yeah, 2 years ago he was spectacular. He said, boy, he's going to be the #1 pick next year, guaranteed. His stats, his numbers fell off a bit. Didn't test
Cameraman lacking.
Why you say that?
Because he was, the other times he was down the stairs walking back with them. And that time, he was still on top of the stairs. It's crazy that NIL, these people are just dripping out before now. Yeah, that happens a lot.
They know him well?
Christian Wilkins, like, bear hugged Roger Goodell, the big guy from Clemson, and, like, picked him up. No, they don't know him like that, but...
They're happy.
Yeah.
That's a big dude. I can just tell before his stats.
Like, he's just fat. He gets around the edge, strong. So his main problem is probably going to be in the league. Not even problem. If they scheme it right, he should never do it. But he's got to drop back in coverage occasionally in a soft zone, and also deal with more mobile quarterbacks. Again, he gets to play Vanderbilt once a year. He got to play LSU this year. They ain't really, they ain't no Joe Burrow.
Then guys who are big as him.
Yes, and then more talented, more athletic offensive linemen. Like, he ain't doing that to a guy in the NFL. What team is that? Utah State? Yeah, no. Again, no offense to the Utah State football team.
But
mortgage brokers. Insurance salesmen. Well, they're like decent professions.
yeah.
Like, like pastors.
What?
Is the Nike Jack 2 swooshes, or are we tripping? Why was he?
Why is he zipping it up? It's high school. You think he still talk to them?
Yes.
Aww.
He's only been out of high school 3 years.
I forget like a lot of these guys are still like juniors and seniors. And
Yeah, he played 3 years at Alabama, so he ain't even been gone that long. So the Texans have done a smart thing until I learned how much they gave up for it. And again, finding the future in both quarterback and defense at the same time, which means they got 5 years of team control with these guys to see if they're going to develop. It's a smart move. It's a good move. Until, again, unless they gave up like 8 first-round picks or something to move up 10 spots. 9 spots, my apologies. So, we'll see. So now the Colts, they're probably going to go Will Levis or Anthony Richardson here. I mean, if both their projects, I'm going to take Anthony Richardson because he has a better chance of booming. Which then will leave the next quarterback needy team with only Will Levis and Hendon Hooker to choose from. So
I'm so appreciative of the whole coaching staff, the GM, the owner. Thank you for this opportunity. You won't regret it. I'm going to work my butt off every day, stay true to who I am. And man, to my family, thank y'all. I love y'all so much for all the work and love that y'all gave me to support. I'm so appreciative.
Well, there was an instant connection with this coaching staff and D'Amico Ryans. Tell everyone why.
Yeah, man, they're good guys.
they're good guys.
They're smart. They know they want out of player. They know how they want to use me, but they're good people. And for me, that's what I want to be around, good people.
D'Amico's a Bama guy.
Bama South Side, that's what we call it, baby. That's what we call it.
Congratulations.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Susie, thank you. The Texans are the 3rd team in the common draft era that had 2 picks in the top 3 overall. Washington,
Fan of the year.
the Colts in
They're crying.
92 were the others. They take CJ.
Yeah, and you have to like the Houston Texans a lot, man. You have to really like this team. Didn't exist until 2002. Like that's a lot of. Now whose kid? Oh, they nervous. Oh, get Irsay out of here, bro. Get him out, bro.
front row.
Yes, that's the owner. Get him out of here. He got caught in his
Oh
car.
wait, will Carolyn be
Who?
the owner of the Bears?
Virginia?
Yeah.
Damn, put your wallet away. Shit, pull that card out real quick. Pull it out a bit more. Pull the card out.
It seems like we're going to go Anthony Richardson here. And look, he's just too good of an athlete. He's just too good of a thrower. Just watch the Texas A&M game from last year. You'll see everything that would make Indianapolis.
So the problem with Anthony Richardson, again, is that for every amazing performance he's had, he has had times where he's just done the most befuddling things on the field. Confusing. Elaborate ways of failing.
With the 4th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Indianapolis Colts select Anthony Richardson.
That's the choice I would make too. I don't know how it's going to work out, but Will Levis is mad now because he's not going to go until maybe 7 or 8 with the Raiders or Falcons, maybe 11 with the Titans.
Only started 13 games in his college career. The one everyone remembers was the opener in September when he ran for 3 touchdowns and a wild upset win over Utah. The rest of the season filled with some highs and more than a few tough days.
I don't even know what that was. What was that? What was that on the screen? So the last quarterback I can think of who had 13 career starts and got drafted this high was Mitchell Trubisky at number 2 by the Bears. He has a lot more upside than Mitchell Trubisky, but that is a downside. He doesn't have the experience of high leverage performances.
71% to 40% with 6 carries and only 4 yards rushing. Kentucky contained them. I think they overmatched them, and he looked a little confused in that game. So for Anthony Richardson, they got a lot to work with here. He got 6'3.5", 244 pounds, 40.5 vertical, and 4.4 speed. You see the size, you see the speed, the power.
But he's super athletic, and they got to give him time to fail. The Colts, he ain't winning the Super Bowl this year. Let's keep a buck a buck. He ain't. So let the highs have the highs and let the lows be the lows. One thing, let him run. Do not do what Matt Nagy did with Justin Fields his rookie year and try to turn him into a pure pocket passer. No magic will happen that way. It's not fun. Imagine if Lamar Jackson was not allowed to run. No magic, no fun. So just have fun. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. Keep him upright. Make sure he doesn't run recklessly. Make sure he slides. But it might be a fun year. He might be terrible, though. You never know with the NFL draft. It's an inexact science. And that's the fun in it all. Because this is all speculation. It brings hope. So now we move on to the pick that should be the Denver Broncos, but the Seahawks absolutely swindled them in the Russell Wilson trade. So the Seahawks, who were in the playoffs, now get a top 5 pick this year. And they're probably going to go defense. That's a hell of a comparison, ESPN. That's a hell of a comparison.
And I'm talking about elite mobility inside the pocket and outside the pocket. He can throw in the right.
I can do that.
You can do that?
You saw the 60-yard touchdown run against Texas A&M. He has 4 speed. I mean, Donovan can do the same things when he was at Syracuse. He can do the same things when he was at Philadelphia. You're going to tell me that doesn't look very similar? Those big, giant hands, 10-inch hands, 10-quarter hands, just waving the ball over the
Yeah, they mentioned that a lot. the hand size.
10 inches?
Yeah, they made fun. I forgot who they made Kenny Pickett last year because he had small hands.
And I've watched Donovan McNabb year after year in Philadelphia throw the football, and I'm telling you, with those big giant arms and big forearms that he has,
Okay, get it. Get it.
Big giant forearms.
he'll work on his mechanics. He'll get his mechanics down, and he'll be able to
You
increase his completion percentage. This is a perfect fit for them. I think he's a
Second
stack.
kid I saw out here.
Second child.
Anthony, in the
Being
lead
out
to the
here.
draft, you talked about visualizing what this night would be like. We saw you come to tears as you were about to hug the commissioner. What was going through your mind?
The journey starts now. I finally got picked up by a team. I know where I'm going. Shout out to Coach Nason for embracing me, but you got to work, and it just all hit me at once.
And so much about this night is thanking those who helped shape the journey. And there's an image tattooed on your right arm. Tell everybody what Javin Lane means to you.
First I want to thank God. He the one who even helped me get to this point. Helped me get to this spot right here. My uncle, he introduced the game to me. I just feel like I had to get the tattoo to stamp him for the legacy. So I appreciate him, and I want to thank God and my family.
We'll be looking over you now as the quarterback of the Colts. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Aw, she's really sweet too. Because she has motherly vibes, like, because they're emotional.
The surprises will continue. Seattle is up next at number 5. You are watching the 2023
NFL draft.
on ESPN.
So there's people all the way back.
We all have something we love. A passion. Could be our job. Travel.
It's been a commercial break. There's no need to talk through the commercial break. It's a K ad. I'm gonna mute the mic again. Dude.
That Pete Carroll, the coach in Seattle, had informed the incumbent quarterback team as if it was possible they would take a quarterback tonight. Now one wonders if the quarterback they wanted has already gone off the board in front of them. So do they go on the defensive side of the ball? Could this be a stop for Jalen Carter? His name has been linked to Seattle over the course.
If anyone can try to get the best out of Jalen Carter and maybe control him in terms of his maybe not so great personality, Pete Carroll can do it if that's the route they go with.
In the 2023 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Devin Witherspoon, cornerback, Illinois.
All right.
That's
So
his chain.
they go up to a position of need to help their kind of not great defense. Again, rookie cornerbacks, they take time to go. Then not everyone's going to be Sauce Gardner. They take time to develop too. It's probably the hardest, second hardest, tied with the hardest position to play as a rookie in the NFL.
I still don't know why they call it the green room. I'm fucking around.
He's messing about.
Yeah.
Just watch that. Look, that should be the highlight right there. I don't really need to say anything else. This is the first play of the game. So when you figure that the Seattle Seahawks in the secondary gave up too many plays after the catch in terms of run after the catch, he will get people down on the ground. If you need somebody to press, he can play press. He will finish on the football. You need somebody to take the ball away, he can take the ball away. He will finish on it. Not just with PBUs, but he's someone who can come down with the football, or he can wind up taking it to a teammate, or what have you. Run support is going to be important again, because this is a team that needed to have more physicality in the secondary. Him and Tariq Woolen, who last
Cornerback
UTSA wound up being an absolute
who can tackle is another big. Can either stop plays that he gave up from becoming bigger, as I say, helping the run. It's a good pick from the Seahawks. Again, they go to a position in need so they can go back and make another playoff push, and they think they can win. And there's a chance, if the cards fall right, they can win and go far in the NFL playoffs. Devin Witherspoon. I really hope he doesn't fall to the Bears and the Bears pick him. I really hope they don't. I really hope they just pick a good character guy. The Lions have an opportunity to pair Aiden Hutchinson with a real demon on the other side in Jalen Carter, though. And that'd be scary.
For their guy, Devin Witherspoon. We'll be back in just a moment in Kansas City. It's the NFL Draft.
He's going back to ad, and we'll be back after ad break. So who traded? Oh, the Cardinals traded back up. Okay.
The Arizona Cardinals have moved up to 6. So to recap, Arizona started the night at 3, traded to 12, and now is traded back up to 6 while getting an extra 1 next year from Houston. And they have gone to
So they got the first rounder from Houston next year. Okay. That's a hefty price to pay for Will Anderson, so he better be good.
So we see Arizona now, who's had a very active night, as Shefty tells us. So now if it is offensive tackle, in what direction should folks be expecting that they go?
One of the pure offensive tackles, Paris Johnson Jr. One of the versatile guys, Peter Skoronski. I'll say versatile is moving inside from left tackle to guard. Center we can't tell he's been a left tackle. You want a guy who's been a left tackle for 1 year and a right guard for 1 full year. It's Paris Johnson Jr., who was the #1 player in the state of Ohio coming out of high school, 5-star recruit. Number 7 overall player, best offensive line. If you're an offensive line coach,
Oh, they got a second out of it to move up 6 spots. It's not bad. It's also a good second-round pick.
and for a quarterback situation that was sacked 46 times, they have a starting quarterback coming off an ACL. It's paramount that they get an offensive line clean. They have to start somewhere. This is the worst roster in the National Football League. If you're going to start somewhere, start at left tackle, particularly a quarterback coming off the injury.
So they made some purposeful moves tonight. Again, they began the night at 3. They traded back to 12. They moved back up.
So the Cardinals have to do something to, revitalize this team. They've lost their management, no more head coach. They have a quarterback who doesn't watch film and rather play Call of Duty than play football sometimes. So keep him upright. Make sure he doesn't tear his ACL again. Seems to be the best bet for me. Argo defense, because defense was pretty putrid, as you're using old J.J. Watt.
The Arizona Cardinals select Paris Johnson Jr.
Tackle.
It's a great moment for this former 5-star prospect out of Cincinnati. Mel ran through it a moment ago. He started every game
And so even if you don't stick with Kyler Murray, you have a landmark tackle that you can build your offensive line around, and he can anchor that unit. So that's a good pick.
Since 2018, he is smart, he is tough, and he works hard. Now, I'll tell you what, he's not a finished product. When you watch him on tape, and there is some good you get into this, I watch him as a run blocker. He drops his head, has some balance issues, pass blocking, hand placement could be a little better. He uses punch a little bit better. So the offensive line coach has a guy with awesome talent and potential. That's a 6'6 and a half, 313. He's got incredibly long arms. He's got really good feet, and he's going to try to become and work hard to become a great player. But those technical issues and that lack of experience needs some refinement. Coaching will be critical to get this kid to be a Pro Bowler in the NFL.
And he's only played 13 games at left tackle. You talk to the All-Pro from Cincinnati, Willie Anderson, who trained Paris Johnson all throughout high school, worked with him throughout college. He says the best football is ahead for him. He's got to understand how to set, how to punch for his body, how to use his athleticism. They wanted the best pass blocking left tackle. They got it.
And you know what? I'll tell you this. You need professionals down in Arizona, right? To change the culture around. Mature guys who have great personal character and football character. The coaches at Ohio
Arizona's going to be a tough spot to succeed in.
he is going to be
I'm not.
the guy in, the last guy out. He's
That's going to be a.
those deficiencies. I see the same thing. Lower body strength, being able to sink, anchor against power. He got run over against Georgia. Georgia overwhelmed him sometimes with their power. But you're right, Mel. He has those long arms, has great inside-outside recovery quickness, and he's going to work at his craft. That's the thing. He's a self-starter. Arizona.
You got to be happy about that pick.
Chiefs, as you call it.
If you're a Cardinals fan, not many of y'all out there, but
The tone. He will set the tone.
6 picks have been made so far, 5 of them either from the SEC or from Ohio State, including the big man Paris Johnson, who was just selected moments ago after a trade here involving Arizona and Detroit. Subway takes us down to the stage, and Susie. Susie.
You protected Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, and Kyler Murray lobbied the team to come up and get you. So what should Cardinals fans know about what they're getting, what you bring to this team?
Man, I'm just here to work, like, I don't really have the words, I'm here to work, I'm here to compete, and that's what all the fans are going to expect. That's the mentality. I'm coming in just to work, to finish what I want to start,
How is this a full circle moment for you?
It's so awesome, man. I was praying about it this morning. My dad played for the Cardinals. He was a pick about 23 years ago in the 5th round, and I told my mom I wanted to be bigger and better. You know, so we're gonna call for the Cardinals, man. I felt chills on my body. Like I'm gonna finish with my dad when he couldn't start, and I want to do it with the Cardinals. I promise I'm gonna give you my all. Promise you.
Amazing destiny.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
If I may, a very quick moment on what an impressive young man Paris Johnson is. He graduated in 3 years with a degree in journalism. He speaks Mandarin and Portuguese. And the charity that he founded won an Armed Forces Merit Award for working, assisting veteran student athletes and the homeless. Congratulations to Paris.
How do you get time for all this?
Look at Mel's best available, brought to you by Courtyard by Marriott.
When did he do school? So who are the Raiders going to go with? They have a running back. I can see the Falcons going Bijan Robinson. Mainly because Cordero Patterson is not the long-term option at running back. I really hope the Bears don't pick Jalen Carter. God damn it. Like, talent-wise, sure, I just don't believe he has the he's not a good person. I just don't believe in leaving one of your friends or teammates in that situation. I don't believe in it. So I hope the Bears don't pick that raw potential and talent over that, because that's inexcusable to me.
They had 6 interceptions last season total. Look, we were out there for Week 18, you know, for the matchup against Kansas City for Monday night. Look, Josh McDaniels said we need people. He's out in the. Playmakers on the defensive side of the football. We got to get
They should put on big hat. The Cardinals pick big hat man. It is the Raiders fans now.
Can he absorb that? Does he have the resources to go ahead and say, hey, look, we have the people on the defensive line, which he may. He may have some people on the defensive line and say, hey,
whoa.
This is how to do it right. This is how to become a pro. Look, Max Crosby is one of the best teachers of that, of anybody. So they could definitely consider it. But I just wonder how they feel about that compared to the fact that in the secondary in the division, where they need some people who can pick off the quarterback. They're trying to take that.
Now let's see who the Raiders choose here. No, the last city he needs to go to. The last city Jalen Carter needs to go to is Las Vegas. He already has got a team that has had someone unalive someone with a car. Does not need a street racing person on that same team. It don't need to happen. Oh, the Laramie Tunsil incident.
Why you do this today?
The Raiders need help in the defensive secondary, but it hasn't been for lack of trying. They've taken 5 defensive backs in the first round in the previous 10 years, which is tied for the most in the NFL in that stretch. Mel, it just hasn't worked out in many cases. No, it hasn't. And here's it's a tough debate because we don't.
That's another child, just in the ring.
And this is an organization I think has somebody that's completely clean through the process. Christian Gonzalez had 4 interceptions. He had 0 in Colorado. So he showed the ball skills this year. He can't bounce back to that.
The Raiders really won't go Jalen Carter though, because they're already paying Chandler Jones a lot of money. They have Mad Max Crosby.
Here's what I will say. No matter who it is, he will get booed in this city. There's very little question the fans in Kansas City will boo the newest Las Vegas Raider. Let's find out who it's going to be.
Boo. Why are they booing him? I know they're rivals.
23 NFL Draft. The Las Vegas Raiders select Tyree Wilson, defensive end, Texas Tech.
Okay, they went the smart choice. They did not choose.
All right, so there he is, a transfer from Texas A&M. He had a huge final season, 7 sacks, 15 and a half tackles for
Get more of a project end, but with Chandler Jones being old and Max Crosby, you can pair him with Max Crosby in the long-term future and have a dominant 1-2 side. He is more of a project player. I mean, the Clean Farrell project didn't work out. He kind of burnt out. He really burnt out on the Raiders. From the, he lost out to the 3rd-round pick that year, Max Crosby. You're paying Chandler Jones a lot of money. He's kind of in the twilight of his career.
The Big 12 is a load with really good offensive tackle. He's picked up on some high-quality AOGs, right? Another occupation guys. And the NFL, that's not even the case. So for Tyree Wilson, that injury November 12th, non-contact, he left defensive end on that play, and a pass rush fell to the ground, his pain, broken bone in that foot. There's some things to work with. They dropped him into coverage, they moved him around. I like the talent. I like the
So the Raiders usually always do draft potential over immediate talent. That's just kind of how Al Davis did it. It's still how they do business. Even they do business in Al Davis's spirit. Jalen Carter was never going to go to Vegas only because of that character issues. If he just fell like naturally because the teams needed other things, he'd be in Las Vegas. It's the really specific type of character issue is why he's not in Las Vegas right now. And the Raiders do not need that. They went through a hellish 2021 with seemingly every week someone on their roster was doing some dumb shit. So let's hope he doesn't do it. I can say all this about him, about Tyree Wilson, and he does dumb shit. You never know.
The thing that I like the most about him is that this is the guy who would be
Wow, he's really got he just got the drip, the streetwear, the sin.
UK? You British?
No, University of Kentucky. No, Bears, do not do it. Do not do it, Chicago. Falcons, please save us. I know you have.
Should he be in jail?
Maybe, yeah, shit, he should be. I know they got Grady Jarrett, but damn, do not let Chicago make this mistake.
You're only invited in the green room if you're definitely going to be drafted.
Yes, the NFL doesn't like seeing the embarrassment of someone not make it out the green room in the first round, because then you have to wait. You have to come back tomorrow, because usually they go in the second round.
But he deserves the embarrassment, right?
Who?
Jalen Carter.
Yes, but he's not going to, because NFL teams care about talent over character.
I will not be supporting the Bears anymore if that happens, TJ.
I understand.
Oh, that's fucked up.
You got issues, Will. To the Galaxy Volume 3, only beers made there. Tickets on sale now. Interesting piece. Let me bring you my expert.
So many scratches.
Those are from my car keys.
Such a rich history. This won't do well at auction, but at AT&T, it's worth a brand new Samsung Galaxy S23.
Wait, really? What about this?
AT&T's deal is back. Everyone gets a free new Samsung Galaxy S23 with a Galaxy phone trade-in. Any year, any condition.
The all-new Prius. Toyota. Let's go places.
What happened in Waco affected
never gonna surrender.
Somebody has to fight back.
They talk about a holy war that's coming.
You realize?
Oh, are they making a? Is FX making another? Ooh. Oh.
I can't afford all these streaming services. Oh, go to hell. I'm refusing to buy Paramount Plus.
Let's go, girls.
Introducing Front Door. Download today to Video Chat Expert. NFL Plus brings you a draft like never before with exclusive content. That's what I dreamed about this finally time. Plus expert analysis. He can do it all. And behind the scenes access all off season.
Just trying to build that consistency.
NFL Plus. Get it all for $4.99 this off season.
Welcome back to Kansas City, where the Atlanta Falcons pick is in at number 8. They could certainly use help rushing the passer. Their 39 sacks in the last 2 seasons are 23 fewer than any other team in the National Football League. Plenty of pass rushers still available. Top 2 names will land the
There's so many people.
already game off the board. We'll see if the Falcons will go in that direction or in another.
I don't know how early they must have gotten there.
On a loud night here in Kansas City, the defending Super Bowl champs hosting this year's NFL draft. And the commissioner enjoying a little sweet Caroline. He seems to enjoy the Neil Diamond, and who among us does not? Roger Goodell allowing the crowd to continue with the chanting back part of this, which has become so popular in many ballparks. Here we go. Here's Roger Goodell.
For the Atlanta Falcons pick, I'm joined by Chris and Shane from Big Brothers Big Sisters of Kansas City. Chris and Shane are a true testament to the power of mentorship. The NFL and its teams work closely with Big Brothers Big Sisters of America as part of our work on social justice through our initiative Inspired Change.
This is not like a.
Falcons are big-time supporters of the
Like
Do
a
you,
what?
do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like,
to have Chris and Shane making their pick.
Yes.
Okay, guys, take it away.
who are they gonna say?
Oh, I don't know who they're gonna say. I think they know. We don't.
With the 8th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Bijan Robinson.
They went running back. Smart. Oh no. Oh no. I'm nervous. Shit. Damn.
Smoke. In a word, Bijan Robinson is spectacular. Last year, almost 1,600 yards, 18 touchdowns, unanimous All-American, won the Pro Bowl.
Okay, Virginia. I'm gonna need you to be racist right now. I'm gonna need you to come down and be racist. Right now, I'm gonna need. It has not helped the Bears in the past, but shit. If it saves us from this man, god damn it, I'm gonna need you to be. I don't know, Ryan. What do you mean the Bears got the number 10 pick? All right, yeah, that's our pick. I completely forgot about that. Oh, we traded it. Oh, we traded back with the Eagles. 1 pick. Okay, cool. Whew, shit. I was making sure we didn't trade up. Well, Bijan Robinson, again, he'll learn on the Falcons. He'll play good ball. I hope the Eagles have just jumped up and picked Jalen Carter. And I hope the Bears just get to pick a Clemson football player. That's all I would want. Be in the air of William Perry. But Peter Skoronski would not be bad either. Hometown, Northwestern guy. But back to Bijan Robinson. Again, he's going to help the Falcons offense real well. They'll have a real running back, help Desmond Ridder develop there.
The number one player on Mel's board. If we go back to where he played in college, he played with the Eagles picks last year. Jordan Davis and Kobe Dean. Eagles have done a lot of work on him. This is later than people thought Jalen Carter would go. We'll see if he winds up being the pick, Randy. All right, so again, this is that.
I think the second other city I wouldn't want him in is Philly, but hey. They want him, they want him. It saves the Bears from...
And we talked about when he had the leadership. Who was there? Jordan Davis. Who does Jordan Davis play for now? Green, is that being Jalen Carter?
Let's see who the draft...
Would it be if the Eagles go back and try to recreate the tandem that was at Georgia, Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter, Mel?
Yeah, I'm going to go back to Atlanta. This Bijan Robinson thing, I'm not going to let that go. This is running back in the first round, guys. Like the heck, hey, this is a running back. Tyler Algier, BYU running back. Had a really
Got 2024 fourth rounder. That's all right.
They drafted Kyle Pitts. They drafted Drake London. Algier had a good back. This defense,
There's a lot of...
What should he have been drafted at?
Jalen Carter?
Yeah.
I get that. Is it a luxury pick when you got a really
Two?
good back? Now, hey,
2 or 3?
Barkley, I get.
Before?
Then you already have a good back in Algier.
There were
And you have Christian Gonzalez,
2 or 3.
cornerback Archie, simply as for a secondary, they could have used him.
But at that point with Atlanta, nobody ran the football in the National Football League more than Atlanta. So yeah, Algiers had a good season, but when you can get a back like Bijan Robinson, who I think is a combination between Saquon Barkley and Christian McCaffrey, because Steve Sarkisian said he's the best receiver on the team. I think that's too much to pass up.
And again, they do have Algiers from BYU last year as they brought up from the Falcons. And it's good to have 2 running backs on your team, especially if one of them can act in the passing game. You can run a lot more 2 running back sets. You know, everything has to be 5 out. Like, you can play, and that's a good way to play football. And if it takes pressure off of either one, they're not going to be racking up as many carries. They're going to stay healthy longer. Algiers can be your more bruising back. Bijan can work out of the receiving game, can be split out wide, can create mismatches on the field. Again, all this will take pressure off Desmond Ridder.
Another childhood dream comes through. How does this all tie back to your granddad, Cleo?
Oh man, well first of all, I just want to say give honor to God for blessing me to be here with everybody and giving me the gift to be out here. But my grandpa, he's so ecstatic right now, and just doing it with him and being a part with him, it's so incredible, so amazing. But can't wait to celebrate with him and see what he says.
You've already been doing community work in Austin. What should the Atlanta community know about what they're getting in Bijan Robinson?
Oh, I mean, they're just getting such a positive guy, that obviously loves football, but wants to help the city, just grow even more than it already is. And, for me, my heart is out there for everybody, and, I bring my faith and my positivity, my happiness and smile to every kid, every teenager, every adult, everybody out there. So, I hope they accept me for me, and it's going to be a great time.
Welcome to the NFL.
Thank you.
Susie, thank you, Lewis.
Yeah, look, we're just talking about Philadelphia and them being on the clock right now, and we're having this discussion about Jalen Carter. I mean, just think of some of the other names: Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox. I mean, Hassan Reddick. These guys are all pros. When you talk about strong personalities, they will absolutely take a young player and say, hey, look, this is how we do it. We were a couple snaps away from winning the Super Bowl. No one's going to wreck what we got going on here. It would be perfect. It would be perfect.
The Bears move back one spot here, and as you see, they pick up the fourth round pick. Season
The Dragon Ball Z.
to be aggressive in this spot, moving up one place, maybe believing someone else was going to come up and take a player that they were interested in. Again, a lot of signals here maybe pointing towards Jalen Carter, who is Mel Kiper's #1 player on his big board. Mel, that does seem the direction that this might make sense here, but we've not yet heard anything official.
Yeah, Eagles tend to want to invest in the trenches in these first round picks. That's why I thought it'd be interesting if Bijan was there, would they take him? Peter Skoronski, offensive lineman out of Northwestern, is the kind of guy they need in life. Obviously, Jalen Carter in the mix as well.
Let's find out right now. Here's the commissioner.
The Chicago Bears have traded the 9th pick to the Philadelphia Eagles. With the 9th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jalen Carter.
Yes! Yes! We're free! Yes! Should he be in the league? No. However, I am happy that my team did not make the mistake.
I think that's why
They traded back. Because they knew they didn't want him. And I'm happy with that. Now let's go get our guy, so I can turn off the live stream and eat Doritos.
No contest for charges of reckless driving and racing, stemming from an incident in which 2 people were killed. So this was, in its own way, the most difficult decision of this draft. Let's go and
They're not putting it on TV. No, they actually did.
into how it was made, guys.
Yeah, I can tell you here, Green, the Philadelphia Eagles went back and forth on this pick. And Drew Rosenhaus, the agent, called...
I didn't think they would do that.
The NFL is pissed right now. Damn, the Bears knew exactly who they were picking and shit. They already...
them to take him. I think early in this process, the Eagles were not thinking of Jalen Carter. When the board fell the way it did, he was the one player there that they loved, and they decided to move up one slot to try to take him.
But it was a tough discussion for a lot of teams. I know at least 3 teams picking from the Eagles that took him off the draft board, game.
As they should. Again, it's not the fact that he was street racing. I think that's where a lot of people have mistaken some people's... It's the fact that he was at the scene of the accident and drove away from his teammate who was dying. This wasn't even a random person. This was someone he knew. You can't have a dude like this in the league. I truly don't think so. And I don't think it's indicative that he's going to be a changed man. Because he faced no consequences for it. He drafted number 9 overall in the fucking draft. Like, he has got no consequences from his actions. So until he gets consequences from his actions, the same shit's probably going to keep happening. And now you're giving him even more money and more influence? You expecting shit to change? No, he's not afraid of losing shit. He just got validated that he could do damn near the worst thing you can do and still be given what his dream. You do that in any other fucking job in America, you don't got a job, you're in prison. Don't compare this nigga to Ndamukong Suh. These are terrible. You keep Warren Sapp. Why are we listing more terrible men? Went to the same high school as Warren Sapp. Oh damn, we should look at that. Like yes, with this other, we should look at that high school. Why are they producing these not good for America men? Wars.
Jalen, you're arguably the most talented player on the best team in the country, but this process felt unpredictable. How would you describe just the range of emotions that you've gone through over the last few months?
I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. I just want to thank God. I want to thank my mom, thank my family for being out for me and supporting me. And you know, it's time to work. The Eagles got the best player in the draft, and I'm for the show.
The Eagles guys got on the phone with you today. What did you tell them?
I told them they got the best player in the draft, and you know, day one when I get there, it's time to work, and we're going to win the Super Bowl.
And you've got former teammates there already. What does that mean to you?
That means a lot. Jordan Davis and Kobe Dean, you know, I'm going to come there and talk to them.
What about your former teammate you left for? Never mind. You know what? Fuck it. You know what? You sow what you reap. Who knows? Maybe he has a 15-year career. He doesn't do other damn things. He's actually remorseful.
I'm surprised ESPN put all that up there.
Like I thought they really wouldn't. I thought they would dance around it.
So I just ignore it because.
Cool. I mean, cool. He could do that again. I don't care. Again, it's not that he was even. Again, it's one thing that he was street racing. That's a stupid mistake. It's the fact that again, he didn't stay at the scene of the accident. He didn't stay with what was. I bet he called him his brother. I bet he called the guy who called him his brother.
I can tell you this: Brandon Graham and Fletcher Cox, the veterans along that defensive line, will get this young man ready to go. They will not allow him to lower the standard in Philly. And if he holds up his end of the bargain, they are monstrous across the D line. Because it's just highlight after highlight with this guy, bro. I mean that right there at 300.
But hey, legally, if he's all right, and for a team that nobody can do about it.
Yeah. I just personally, I couldn't draft a guy who does that. And you know what? Kudos to the NFL teams that took him off their boards. Again, I don't have to hand it to him, but I'm going to. Laramie Tunsil was smoking weed. He was just smoking. He had a gas mask on. Cool. He was smoking weed. It's legal in a lot of states now. Who cares? That's not the same. That's not the same. Whew. I'm with that. Yes, Justin Fields needs to be not killed this year. I'm with that. What is he looking at?
Oh, easy. Why was he pointing like something was wrong?
I was very confused. Again, I thought that Peter Skoronsky would probably be the pick here. However, again, whatever keeps Justin Fields from being murdered this year, I'm okay with. I wish the Bears had the capacity to pick a Brian Bresee or Miles Murphy on defense. I personally went defense first, offense second in my mock draft. But I don't mind going the reverse option because you can find a good defensive end, defensive tackle in the second round and get them there. Yeah, we picked first in the second round.
Why wasn't he in the room?
Some guys choose not to go to the green room. Oh yeah, I forgot we traded that pick for fucking Chase Claypool. Never mind. Ah.
He was sacked 55 times last year. You got to protect the quarterback, and they got a guy that adds a mean. Look at his feet. That's 333 pounds, so he's like typewriter, baby. I'm telling you, guys, it wasn't just Will Anderson Jr. He neutralized LSU's DJ Absolutely. As well. He went up against Byron Young every day in practice. Byron Young will probably be a second-round pick coming off the edge in that Tennessee Vols program. He had 27 starts at right tackle, 13 at left tackle.
He can play both sides.
Let's face it, Justin Fields spent most of last season running for his life. So one of the things they desperately needed was to get him.
We keep Justin Fields upright. I like to see it. He better.
It's the NFL draft from Kansas City.
That is all, everyone. I'll be heading out. Definitely do a video of a breakdown of the first round of the NFL draft. It's its own separate video. May do some shorts, but I'll see y'all later on the Poverty Franchise Podcast.